Experts agree that dogs have a special way of loving their owners, and science has some cool ways to prove it. Studies show that both dogs and their humans release oxytocin, also known as the love hormone, when they share affectionate moments. The part of a dog's brain that processes happiness lights up with excitement when they get praise from their favorite human. Another study found that a dog's little heart can beat up to 46.2% faster when their owner says, "I love you." But what about those of us who don't have fancy lab equipment to measure these things? Well, we have to rely on our furry paw friends' behavior to know if they love us. Some signs are easy to spot, like when they wag their tail excitedly or snuggle up with you in bed, but some loving behaviors are more subtle. In this video, we'll explore 9 surprising and unusual ways your dog says, "I love you." But before we do, I'd like to ask you a favor. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, we sure would appreciate you subscribing, and also likes and comments are very helpful. Thanks so much. Now on with the video. Number 1. Nibbles of love. We all know that dogs are pack animals. If your pup sees you as part of their pack, that means they consider you family. From a young age, puppies learn that grooming is a way to show love within their family. Their mom grooms them when they're little, and they often do the same with their siblings. This grooming behavior includes licking and gentle nibbling with their front teeth, also called cobbing because it looks like how humans eat corn on the cob. Vet surgeon Dr. Alex Crow explains that nibbling is a way for dogs to show affection and strengthen their bond with those they love. So, if your dog gently nibbles your arm, toes, or even your clothes, they're probably saying, "I love you." And if you're feeling extra affectionate, why not give them some love in return? But maybe stick to pets and belly rubs instead of nibbling back. Number 2. Smile time. For humans, smiling is a natural reaction when we're happy. If you have a dog, you probably find yourself smiling all the time just thinking about them. But can dogs actually smile back? Yes. Studies show that dogs can make a facial expression that looks just like a smile. It usually happens when their lips are relaxed, their mouth is slightly open, and the corners are turned up. But it's not just about their mouth. Their whole body joins in. A happy dog smile often comes with laid-back ears and a wagging tail. While dogs smile for different reasons, experts agree that one big reason is happiness. So, if your pup looks up at you with that adorable toothy grin, they might just be saying, "You make me happy too." Number 3. The big yawn. You've been scrolling through social media for hours, and now you're super sleepy. Before heading to bed, you let out a huge yawn. But then, something interesting happens. Your dog wakes up and yawns right after you. What does that mean? Well, yawning can mean a few things for dogs, but studies show that dogs can actually catch yawns from their owners, just like humans do. But here's something even cooler. Not all yawns are equally contagious. Researchers at the University of Tokyo discovered that dogs are more likely to copy a yawn from their owner rather than from a stranger. This is because they share a deep emotional bond with you, unlike a random person passing by on the street. Of course, sometimes your dog might just be tired, but the next time your pup yawns right after you, remember, it could be their way of showing love. Number 4. Loving eye contact. Have you ever noticed your dog just staring at you for no reason? You've already walked them, fed them, and played with them, yet they still gaze at you with those big, loving eyes. You lock eyes with them and suddenly feel this deep connection. Guess what? It's not a magic trick. It's love. Research shows that when your dog looks into your eyes for a long time, both of you get a boost of oxytocin, the love hormone. This is the same hormone that helps human babies bond with their parents. And here's something even cooler. Wolves don't do this. Studies show that even wolves raised by humans don't engage in this kind of loving eye contact. This means that over time, dogs evolved to use eye contact as a way to show affection. How amazing is that? Your pup isn't just looking at you. They're saying, "I love you." Number 5. The copycat pup. Remember when you sprained your ankle and had to hop around on one foot for a few days? Did your dog start following you, lifting their paw as if they were copying your walk? Well, they weren't making fun of you. They were actually mimicking you. A study published in Animal Cognition found that great apes, our closest relatives, copy human actions, but only when it leads to a reward, like food. However, dogs are different. The study revealed that dogs will copy human actions even when they are silly or have no purpose at all. Why do they do this? Researchers believe it's because of the deep bond dogs share with their humans. They don't just copy anyone, they are more likely to imitate someone they love rather than a random person. So, the next time you're doing yoga, try laying out a mat for your pup. Who knows? They might just join you in a downward dog. Number 6, to the rescue. Did you know that not all heroes wear capes? Some wear collars. Just like humans, dogs have a natural instinct to protect the people they love. One experiment published in PLOS tested this idea by putting owners inside a large box. They made distress sounds to see if their dogs would try to rescue them. The results? 1/3 of the dogs immediately jumped into action and successfully saved their human. But there's an interesting twist. The study's lead researcher, Dr. Clive Wynne, explained that most of the other dogs tried to help, but just couldn't figure out how to open the box. So, whether your dog barks at strangers to protect you or stands guard while you're in the bathroom, because apparently that's when you're most vulnerable, just know, your pup is always looking out for you. Number 7, I love you more than... Life isn't always about emergencies. But what about the little things? Would your dog ever choose you over something they love, like food? Dr. Wynne and his team tested this by leaving dogs alone for a while and then giving them a choice. Run to their owner. Go straight to a bowl of food. Surprisingly, 8 out of 10 dogs greeted their owners first. But when the same test was done with human-raised wolves, the wolves almost always chose the food first. This shows that dogs share a truly special connection with humans, something even their wild relatives don't have. So if your dog runs to you before eating, take it as a real sign of love. And if they pick food first, don't feel bad. Being second place to a delicious steak is still pretty impressive. Number 8, stealing your stuff. You're sure you left your shoes by the front door, but now they're missing. After searching the house, you finally find them in your dog's bed. You might think, did I forget to feed my dog? Is this some kind of punishment? The real reason might surprise you. According to canine behavior specialists, dogs connect with the world through scent. Studies show that when given a choice between a random object and something that smells like their owner, dogs will always choose the item with their owner's scent. This behavior comes from their pack instincts. Sharing scents helps dogs feel closer to their loved ones. So, when your pup sneaks away with your shoes or socks, they're not being naughty. They're simply trying to feel closer to you. So next time something goes missing, try not to get too frustrated. Your pup isn't causing trouble. They're just playing their own little version of I love you hide and seek with their favorite person. Number 9, tears of joy. We've all seen emotional reunions, whether at an airport or after a long time apart. That moment when two loved ones spot each other, run into a big hug, and tears start flowing freely. Just thinking about it is enough to bring emotions to the surface. We know humans feel this kind of deep connection, but did you know that dogs do too? In a groundbreaking study, researchers from the School of Veterinary Medicine at Azabu University in Japan discovered something amazing. When dogs reunite with familiar humans after a long time apart, their tear production actually increases. Even more interesting, dogs produce even more tears when reuniting with their owner, rather than just any familiar person. The stronger the bond, the more tears they shed. And what triggers these emotional tears? You guessed it. The love hormone, oxytocin, which plays a huge role in bonding and emotional attachment. Dogs are amazing creatures, and enjoying the company of a dog is like a high all itself. Coming home to the excitement and whimpering of your dogs who have been waiting for you to open that door is an amazing feeling. The excitement is palpable. Really, dogs are the best. Ciao for now.